All right, this question number 5 is a really important vocabulary question. It says Jalen constructs the circumscribed circle of the triangle shown. Select the line type that Jalen uses to construct a circle. So we need to know out of these 4 options, which option helps us to create a circumscribed circle. Okay, when you create angle bisectors, you create an incenter, and an incenter is for an inscribed circle. Okay, when you create perpendicular bisectors, their intersection is called the circumcenter, and that is for a circumscribed circle. These 2 other ones aren't going to help you make any type of circle. So they're just there because they're other segments that you can find in a triangle, but they're not going to be anything that's going to help us with a circle. So what we're going to do on this question is we have to know which one goes with circumscribed, and that's perpendicular. On your computer screen, you would click this button and your perpendicular bisectors are going to pop up for you. You don't actually have to know how to create those. So I'm just going to estimate about where they would end up being on here. Again, it's just an estimate, but it's going to give you a picture that looks something like that. You aren't going to have to create it. Just by clicking on that word, it makes it for you. That's step A. Step B says drag the point X, so this point here, to the location of the center of the circumscribed circle. So from that, you'd have to know that the point of intersection is the point that you want. So you would just take this little point and drag it right there. Okay. A circumscribed circle is a circle that goes around the triangle and contains the vertices. So it would look something along the lines like that. Okay. When you do an inscribed circle, the inscribed circle would be on the inside of the triangle. Okay, so just know the difference between the 2, know how these words go together. I like to remember because angle bisector starts with a vowel, incenter starts with a vowel, inscribed starts with a vowel, they're inside that starts with a vowel. That just all helps me remember those go together. However you want to memorize it. Flashcards are good for memorizing vocabulary, but that would help to just memorize the vocab and memorize that those words all go together.